All right, so to use the format for the present perfect tense, we have to use has or have, depending on if the noun is singular or plural. If the noun is singular, we're going to use has. If the noun is plural, we're going to use have, plus the past participle. So now let's go ahead and look at how to form the past participle. For regular verbs, we're just going to add d or ed, depending on the spelling rule. And for irregular verbs, we must learn each form separately. All right? Again, for regular verbs, it's pretty much the same as the past tense. The verb plus d or ed. For irregular verbs, we have to memorize them. All right? If we have past participles, what are present participles? Present participles are easy. It's the verb plus ing. When is the present perfect used? This is very important. Think about one experience you've had. Make two sentences in the present perfect, one affirmative and one negative. And think about yourself or your lives and give a sentence using since yesterday, since 2013, for example. Think about your favorite subject and give a sentence about one concept you have learned or understood in that subject. I'll give you an example. I have learned how a circuit works in science, and I have understood what prime numbers are. These sentences use the present perfect tense. Why do they use the present perfect tense? Because we have plus the past participle. I used have because I used I, all right? And then learnt is the past participle of learn. Same with the second sentence, have. I used have because I used I, and understood is the irregular past participle of understand. So far, you have learned how to use present simple perfect or present perfect simple, but there's also present perfect continuous. And remember, we said it is the verb plus ing. Let's see what the difference between them might be. I have learnt the English words. This is our example sentence. This is in the present perfect. How would this sentence be in the present perfect continuous? I have been learning the English words. So here we keep have stable because we used I, but instead of using the past participle, we used the present participle and we used been before the present participle. This is a rule. Is there a difference in the meaning? I have learned the English words focuses on the result that has been achieved. You were learning, you were studying, and you have learned. This is the end result. The second sentence focuses on the time and the effort that has been put into the activity until now. I have been learning, okay? This is the effort that you have been putting in, all right? It's continuous. All right, I have a quick exercise for you. I have painted my room. Mom has cooked the food. They have seen the movie already. She has explained the problem to us. I have lived in Sudan for 10 years. Change these sentences using present perfect continuous. So we'll do the first one together. I have painted my room will be I have been painting my room. I'm going to add been, and I'm going to change the noun from the past participle into the the present continuous tense. All right, do all the sentences make sense? If they do, is there a change in the meaning? And we have established, yes, there's definitely a change in the meaning. So all of these sentences make sense when they're changed to the present perfect continuous, except for they have been seeing this movie already. This sentence does not make sense. The other simple sentences focus on the result. The continuous sentences focus on the length of the activity until now. In the case of the last sentence, the simple and continuous mean exactly the same, though the second focused more on the length than the first one. All right, let's go ahead and look at our homework for today, or our classwork, but since we are at home, we're going to be considering it classwork, or homework, sorry. All right, so we have page 14. Okay, so we have page 15. You're going to complete the conversation with the verbs from the box in the correct form. Present perfect simple or present perfect continuous. In some cases, both forms are possible. You need to use some of the verbs more than once, so go ahead and read the whole conversation before you begin. I'm going to go over the first two with you. The words in the box are be, come, do, drive, find, have, and look. So it says Julia is being interviewed by Nicola for a job working with young children. Nicola: come in, Julia. Please sit down. Would you like a coffee? Julia: thank you. I actually blank one. And we have just in brackets. So she said I, and we use have because we use I. I have just had one. Okay? So we use the present perfect simple. All right? Oh, good, says Nicola. Now, do you know this area at all? Julia says, quite well. I've got friends who live in this town, so I blank here for holiday since I was a child. I am staying with them at the moment, actually. So you're going to choose a word from the box to fill in the blanks. So what are we going to use? So I have come here for holiday, okay? Or I have been coming here for holiday because they use the word since I was a child. So I have been coming here. This is the present perfect continuous tense, all right? Because she has been continuing to come here since she was a child, and the action is not yet complete, all right? So you're going to go ahead and do the rest on your own. We're going to look at question 26 on page 16. It says, tick the sentences which are correct. In some pairs, one sentence is correct. In other pairs, both sentences are correct. So you're going to be reading the sentences and deciding whether they make sense or not. All right? For question 27, it says, put the verbs in the correct form. Present perfect simple or present perfect continuous. So go ahead and read through them. And like I said, use the knowledge that you have gained from this lesson to decide whether you're going to use the present perfect simple or the present perfect continuous. Once you've decided, go ahead and use the correct forms. For present perfect simple, you're going to use has or have plus the past participle. For present perfect continuous, you're going to be using has or have plus been plus the verb plus ing. So it says John's upset. He's broken off his engagement to Megan. All right, and go ahead and continue the rest. For homework, you're going to have pages 17 and 18. All right, so on page 17, question 28, it says complete the sentences with the verbs in the correct form, present perfect simple or present perfect continuous. By now, you should have gotten the hang of this. And for page 18, question 29, it says complete the second sentence so that it is similar in meaning to the first one. Let's go ahead and look at an example of one of these. We haven't been to a beach party for over a year. The last time we went to a beach party was over a year ago. All right, so they filled in the blanks with went to a beach party because it is similar in meaning to the first sentence. For question 30, use your own ideas to complete the sentences. Use the present perfect simple, the present perfect continuous, or the past simple. So you're going to have to use information from your last lesson to help you finish this activity. I can't wait to see your answers, and good luck.